So, how do you find your niche when you're just starting out in your business? I'm going to give you the best tip I possibly can. When you're looking and trying and searching to figure out what your niche is when you're just starting out in business, don't. Please stop. You probably won't be clear about who you're working with and what it is that you're doing for 2 to 3 years in your business. Most of us aren't. And that's exactly the way it's supposed to be. When you're just starting out, you need to be focused on experimenting and trying things out and discovering what it is that you do and who it is that you serve as you do it. You won't know this before you go in. So do yourself a favor, especially if it's got you feeling stuck and unable to begin. Quit trying to figure out your niche right now. Here's what to do instead. Talk to real people. These conversations are going to be gold. When I started the business that is currently known as the Awaken Business, it started as a 100 conversations challenge. I didn't know what I was going to do. I had a sense that I wanted to be doing something with entrepreneurs because I loved business and I loved it as a vehicle of creation. So I just set out to have 100 conversations with inspiring entrepreneurs. That's it. That was it. There was no goal to create clients. It wasn't strategic in that sense. But I will tell you that I learned so much about who was drawn to me, who I was drawn to, and how I could serve them. Because during those conversations, things would just naturally occur to me that were helpful. But I had to do a whole lot of listening first. It taught me so much. In fact, I will link to that 100 Conversations blog post below so that you can see the lessons I learned from that experiment. Now, you don't have to do 100 conversations. I know that probably sounds like a lot, but how about starting with 10? So, I'm going to give you two ways to approach. Here's the two ways to approach these conversations. So, one is to identify the topic you'd like to talk about. So what would be super inspiring for you to talk about? Let's say you are working with women about their feminine magic. So you might say, I'd like to have a conversation about your feminine magic and how to tap into it. And you invite 10 people or invite 20 people thinking that 10 people might show up. Doesn't matter. Invite some people. Invite your friends. Invite anyone who you think might be interested. You can post this on social media. So that's one way. You get to see who shows up. Who is it that's interested in a conversation about feminine magic? They're probably women, I'm guessing. But you'll get to see. And then show up and ask them some questions and listen to what they have to say. And if it occurs to you to help them, you can do so. The second way to start out, let's say you're not really sure what your conversation would be, pick a group of people, pick 10 people who you think would be really cool to work and play with. So these might be your friends or acquaintances, and just invite them to a conversation about what's happening in their lives. And when you talk to them, ask them, what's inspiring you? What are you working on? What kinds of challenges are you facing? What looks difficult? And again, just listen. You're going to learn so much about what it is that you do and who you serve just from showing up in those conversations. So, give it a try. Forget about your niche and talk to some people. It will work magic for you.